Party, Abuja. I am Gloria Atabu. Kid Wire has put his birthday party aside yesterday, March 8, 2024, to mourn Herbert Wigwe's son, Chizzy. The move comes weeks after the death of the Nigerian billionaire Herbert Wigwe, who died in a helicopter crash in February 2024 with his wife, Doreen Wigwe, and a former president of the Nigerian Stock Exchange, Abimbola Ogunbanjo. A televised funeral attended by Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, Africa's richest man, Aliko Dangote, and Wigwe's business partner, Aigboje Ikomudwe, was held in honor of the people who died in the crash. According to reports, the helicopter had carried the group from Palm Springs to Boulder City in Nevada before it went down about 96 kilometers from Las Vegas. Kid Wire's decision comes weeks after the City of David Redeemed Church pastor Shiju Iluyomade, a long-time beneficiary of Wigwe, faced backlash for a lavish birthday party she threw days after the helicopter crash. Critics had said her party, which also included a performance from Flavor, was insensitive because Wigwe had donated millions to the church. The Edo State House of Assembly on Wednesday commenced impeachment proceedings against the state's deputy governor, Philip Shaibu. The majority leader, Charity, who announced the impeachment notice, said a petition dated 5th March against Shaibu was signed by 21 of the 24 members of the legislature. He added that the petition was based on perjury and the disclosure of government secrets. He noted that the number of members who signed the petition was higher than 2/3, which is required by the Constitution. Speaker of the House, Blessing Agbegbaku, who acknowledged receipt of the petition, directed the clerk of the House, Yahaya Omogwai, to serve the impeachment notice on the deputy governor. Mr. Agbegbaku also gave the deputy governor 7 days to respond to the notice of impeachment.
Mr. Speaker, the petition dated 5th day of March 2024 is addressed to the esteemed office. Mr. Speaker, the said petition is for an impeachment notice on the Deputy Governor of Edo State, Right Honorable Philip Shaibu. The said petition, sir, is sent by 21 members of the Edo State House of Assembly. I hereby acknowledge receipt of the impeachment notice dated 5th of March 2024. Clerk is hereby mandated to cause the service of this notice of the respondent, Deputy Governor of Edo State, Right Honorable Philip Shaibu, promptly, and he has 7 days to respond to this petition.
Still in politics, Oyo State Governor Seyi Makinde says the upcoming Ondo State off-cycle governorship election, scheduled for November 16, 2024, will be a tight race where only the winner in the eyes of the electorates will be declared winner. Makinde stated this during a meeting between the People's Democratic Party National Working Committee and critical stakeholders of the party from Ondo State. Clearview's correspondent was there and now tells us more.
Seated in this hall are members of the National Working Committee of the People's Democratic Party (PDP) and other critical stakeholders of the party from Ondo State. They have converged on Abuja to deliberate and map out critical strategies that will ensure their victory in the forthcoming off-cycle governorship election in Ondo State, scheduled for November 16, 2024. Speaking at the event, Oyo State Governor Seyi Makinde says the governorship election in Ondo will not be a walkover for anybody, as the party, the PDP, is united against all opposition parties.
Well, we have to play our own part. The people ultimately will decide, but we have control over whether we want to unite our party, we want to unite our base, and this is exactly what we've tried to do today. You see, politics is, a game of conflict and conflict resolution. So you don't think there won't be conflicts. If there's no conflicts, there won't be any politics. INEC has room for improvement, and they are pivotal, to our democracy. So they should play their part very well.
Conversation is ongoing when it comes to the issue of consensus. What was paramount in our own deliberation is the fact that the PDP is a democratic party that respects its constitution. And we agree that we will, in every action that we take, going forward in this process, that the constitution will be our guide. But more importantly, beyond we talk about unity in the party. Because without unity, whether you zone, you don't zone, whether consensus, without consensus, you don't go anywhere.
Earlier, the acting national chairman of the party, Umar Damagum, said the meeting is part of the fulfillment of the process of the primaries and therefore urged members to act with caution all through the process. Clearview News Desk also interacted with some of the aspirants contesting for the election. They are confident in their ability to steer the affairs of the state and are optimistic that the party's National Working Committee will come up with decisions that are in line with laid-down constitution.
I have been an entrepreneur for 40 years. Since the creation of Ondo State, they've been using contemporary teachers, politicians to run the affair of the state. Governance is about business. You need somebody that can think out of the box to create employment wealth in the state, which I've done successfully for 40 years across the globe.
Actually, this will be the third time I'll be contesting for the governorship of Ondo State. Having served the state in several capacities, I've been chairman local government by election. I've been commissioner 3 times by different governments in the state. I was a delegate of the federal government to the 2014 National Conference, and so many other political profile that the name has become a household name in Ondo State. The party will actually be getting it right to ensure that I emerge as a candidate of the party.
Expectations remain high among PDP loyalists that the party will come up with workable strategies that will ensure her victory against the ruling All Progressives Congress in the state.
Away from politics, the Council of Retired Federal Permanent Secretaries and Heads of Civil Service of the Federation this Tuesday opened a colloquium with the aim of bringing back the good old days when civil servants were known for integrity and patriotism. This message is coming from no other person than the chief host and chairman of CORFREPS, Yayale Ahmed. The report.
2024 Week of COFAS had an array of renowned permanent secretaries and heads of service. The session were chaired by former Secretary to the Government of the Federation and former Minister of Finance, His Majesty Oluyemi Fale, the Olu of Iluabo, and Baba Oba of Akure Kingdom, and Ambassador Babangana Kingibe, former Secretary to the Government of the Federation and former Minister of Foreign Affairs. They reeled out their experiences in the field and the importance of this colloquium in tapping wisdom and experience that can further be pushed back into the current civil service system to enhance performance.
Most Nigerians, public officers, private people, politicians, think we have an inexhaustible supply of money and resources. Every day they are suggesting in the National Assembly the creation of many more institutions. It has not occurred to us that we are in a crunch and that we should stop dreaming dreams that cannot be